It would certainly seem that Set is Horus's shadow self or dark side, the Jungian shadow, that type of thing, that needs to be conquered by Isis, who of course represents love, the divine feminine, divine love. She's the divine mother archetype, upon which Mother Mary and so forth was based on. Okay, Isis. And so the result of this, if Horus, when man, woman, whatever, when a man conquers their shadow, conquers Set, conquers the dark side, the Darth Vader within, the result will be the golden child, which is none other than the illuminated / Christed being. Alright, so it's basically Osiris. I'm sorry, I said Set is Horus's shadow self. I should have said it's Osiris's shadow self, because Osiris is Anakin, Horus is Luke. So I stand corrected there. So Osiris is the masculine principle, Isis symbolizes the divine feminine, and combination of the two creates the golden child / illuminated being, Christed being, balanced, like you become a Jedi. You're the Jedi, like perfect balance between masculine and feminine, which Luke is the Jedi, the ultimate Jedi, Return of the Jedi. Okay. So and again, I'm opening another can of worms, a second one now, or third one, or whatever, however many different tangent topics on this symbolism stuff I've opened now. We can't help but notice that this Christed being theme, it also heavily correlates to the fact that Anakin, he was explicitly, absolutely shown to have had a virgin birth in the Phantom Menace, right? And also, interestingly enough, you will see that the actress that played his mother, Shmi Skywalker, she had recently played Mother Mary in another film, some months before filming her part for Star Wars. I know this sounds crazy, but look it up. And she really did. It's a fact. I don't know how many months beforehand it was, but I believe it may have even been her directly previous film. Like, it was only like just a couple of months before she finished that. I think it was a made-for-TV series on Jesus' life or something. But it was pretty big budget thing. That's why a movie, like a Hollywood movie actress like her, got the part. It's a pretty big budget one. There were some other fairly well-known people in it, but she was one of them, and she played none other than Jesus' mother. And then, a couple of months later, she's suddenly playing Anakin's mother. What's that? What the hell is that? Is that these things are not? There's no way these things are accidental. No way. So an important side note before we finish up. Some people might, and now that I mentioned this virgin birth, some people might be thinking, wait a minute, Anakin was created by Darth Plagueis' power over the midichlorians, as they told us in the opera scene, which is my absolute favorite. I mean, none of the action scenes. The action scenes are incredible. So many of them are so amazing, like the final duel where Luke confronts the Emperor and Vader at the end. So many good things from the action stuff. But my favorite scene ever of all time, probably favorite scene in movie history, period, is where the Emperor Darth Sidious is talking to Anakin in the opera box. That is just the amount of times I've actually replayed that and rewound it and watched it over and over, watching that, just that one thing for like a half hour straight. It's just so amazing. But in that scene, people are told explicitly, pretty much, that Anakin was created by the midichlorians and by Darth Plagueis' experiments with trying to create a living being through the midichlorians, etc. So if you look if you look up the official, like if you go on Wikipedia and all that stuff and look up the Star Wars database and look into this thing, it says it says it plainly that Anakin was not created by Darth Plagueis, but though he wanted to, Darth Plagueis and Darth Sidious, they wanted to create more Darth Plagueis. I think he was interested in creating a person, a being that had the highest midichlorian count, but it was like a complete creation of the dark side, like a dark side messiah. Okay, something like that, like their Antichrist type of thing. But it backfired. Basically, the idea is, because this was completely unnatural, that a human being should not be doing something like that to create, like to play God, and especially to play God and create a negative being like that he wanted to. The Force, apparently, as the story, the official story goes, if you look this up, it says that as a counterpoint to that, the Force itself said, "Hang on a minute, that's not right. Stop that." So the Force created somebody like Anakin, which was the answer to Plagueis's bullshit that he was trying to pull. Okay, so that's how he created. It wasn't that he directly created Anakin. Anakin was kind of the result of his twisted idea that he could actually pull that off and create someone that had the highest midichlorians ever and was fully dark side. So that's why ever since he was born they knew it, and at least ever since they found him in episode 1, Palpatine thought, well, is this him? But they didn't know. They thought, because they're deluded Sith Lords, they thought that they had succeeded and they actually had created him through the experiment. But really, it was the Force itself that said, I'm not having any of this. I'm going to create my own thing that's the polar opposite to what you guys are trying to do. But there was a battle, like throughout all the 6 films, there was this tug of war back and forth. Like the Jedi wanted Anakin for themselves and the Sith wanted him for themselves too. So both parties, both factions thought genuinely that he was their own unique chosen one. In truth, he was like the chosen one for the good guys. Or maybe you could say that it was a bit of both. Like he was not a white knight or a black knight. He was more like a grey knight. Okay, like he kind of walked between the two worlds of dark and light. That's why he brought the balance. So, but anyway, that was a little drawn out, but it is an interesting explanation that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of you will be Star Wars nerds to be attracted to this video in the first place, so hopefully you liked that one. But the bottom line is, in truth, Plagueis didn't directly create him. The Force did so, as a reaction to Plagueis' attempt to create the dark side Messiah. So really, he is the concept is basically identical to to him being Anakin being like something like an avatar, a being created straight from the Force, not from God, which the Force represents in Star Wars. Because I had to put that in there, because people might think, oh no, the Force didn't create Anakin, Darth Plagueis did. But no, he didn't, as I explained, so you can look that one up. Many people, including myself, when I first saw the Phantom Menace, I was completely shocked. I was shocked beyond description with Jar Jar Binks. But anyway, the final battle scene in the end with Darth Maul was phenomenal, and all this other stuff. And it's a good story. It's actually a good story. I loved it. The politics and stuff, people say it's boring, but they're probably boring. That's why I didn't like it. Now, but many people, including myself, criticized Lucas's decision to make Anakin a virgin birth. I thought, what the hell is this? And I thought it was cheesy and unnecessary or whatever. But I didn't know at the time that it fits, how it's going to fit into the overall theme of Luke Skywalker equals Horus equals the sun god / Christ. Okay? Even though it's Anakin that has the virgin birth, by extension, Luke Skywalker, his son, is also kind of included in that. If your father, let's say, in real life, if this happened, let's say if your father was born by a virgin birth like that, and you're his son, you're obviously going to have a very strong connection to that virgin birth, that whole virgin birth thing. So, Luke Skywalker is Horus, who is the sun god, / Christ archetype, you know, the solar hero archetype, solar hero savior, blah blah blah, all that. So it all fits, you know. No wonder. I mean, Lucas is the guy that never makes mistakes, they say, except for the only mistake he's made in his life is Jar Jar Binks. So and Howard the Duck. But apart from that, like everything he does, he knows. Well, and Indiana Jones 4, I guess, part of it. It wasn't that bad. Just not as good as the other three. But anyway, you know, he doesn't make the guy. He's the most successful director in the galaxy. You know, everything he does, he knows what he's doing. Especially the astrology of it. Like he picks all the actors, he casts them according to their astrological chart as well. Like according to who they are playing. Like Mace Windu, biggest badass in the galaxy. Lo and behold, he's a Sagittarian. Luke and Leia are twins, and the real actors, Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill, are actually both of them Libra suns. So, you know, similar, same star sign. So, in order to make the chemistry between them and the vibes of, you know, the actors giving off the vibe that they actually are twins. Okay, because if you're born, obviously, any pair of twins would have the same star sign because they're born the same day, whatever, same birthday, you know. So it's the same. So it's, you know, nothing he does is accidental. All that stuff. So obviously, this virgin birth thing is no accident either. So all of this stuff that I mentioned fits. So I hope you enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen, and this one is way better made. I always was meaning to make this again in this manner, and I'm very excited now to upload this soon and see how many views and likes and stuff this one will get this time around. And I'm guessing some of you will remember, the old time subscribers, you will remember the old one that I'd made, and I was going you know, and so I can't, because I didn't know what to say. It was like, as I said, it was the definition of ad lib. I'm pretty sure once in the dictionary I saw it. I looked up ad lib and I saw that video next to it as an example. It was horrible. Like I'd totally made up on the spot. If you knew not to, well, yes, actually, in my defense, because I was going to say not to defend myself, but yeah, screw it. In my defense, I swear to you, I would bet anything that every single person that complained about that video, about me sort of not being very articulate, which is to put it lightly, if they knew the circumstances under which a lot of those videos were made at the time, when I was having horrible living situations, living with these roommates who were beyond arsehole, like they had gone to beyond the limits of arseholism. Like it was such, I was living with virtual psychopaths. Like one guy he threatened to beat me up once. This is my story, ladies and gentlemen. It's some crazy stuff has happened to me. That was back in 2010. It was different times. So it was a miracle to actually find even the time and the space and everything to be able to make videos at all. So the critics of those types of vids will, if they knew, if they were a fly on the wall and saw me making these vids at the time, they'd say, man, kudos to you that you had one upload at all, ever. So now I'm back. I'm bigger, I'm better, I'm not going anywhere ever again. I'm going to do this till the day I die. 7 days a week uploading if I possibly can. You know, I'm a partner now, even if I'm making 50 cents a day. It's still, to me, it's more of an emotional, it's like the feeling of becoming partner. It's not like, whoa, now I'm going to be rich. It may well be, and I'm absolutely not going to complain if it does happen. But, you know, it's one of these things that, you know, you have to have a super viral channel getting like 100 million views a year to say you're making money from, like a living, like to not need another job. But I will try to do as well as I can and succeed as much as I can with this and make them as professionally as I can from now on, and as often and as many different subjects I can possibly come up with. The way my mind is just never ending. Like every day I think of a different thing to it. So I've made this list already, and printed it out. I've got about 100 plus different videos that I could potentially work on, and I'm sitting there with a highlighter pen and crossing them all out, like in priority order, the most important ones that I feel should be made first. And there's about always 4 or 5 videos that are at any given moment that I'm working on. Like right now there's about 4 or 5 different ones that are half finished in Windows Movie Maker, and I upload them a lot of the time, and I have them set to private for a few days until I make them public. So there's always going to be a lot of videos. I mean, I'm trying, in a way, I'm actually trying to slow it down to not be like one of those bands that put all their awesome ideas in their first album and then their other albums are crap. I don't want to do that. I don't want to like go completely crazy, insane, working 20 hours a day in the first 3 months and upload all my awesome stuff and then run out of ideas for the next year. So I will try to space them out as well. There's going to be interviews too. There's a couple of interviews I've already got lined up. There's one with an Illuminati insider, this woman that I've been speaking to on Facebook for about a month now. I met her through one of the truther groups I'm involved in, and she turns out being a legitimate insider. She's from an offshoot of the Collins bloodline, the Illuminati bloodline. This is no kidding. This is no bull, boys and girls. Warriors and maidens, is it? I don't know. I like being a bit funny. I hope you guys enjoy my style, my presentation style here. So you know, whatever it is, it's definitely better than it was back in 2010 when I was just turn on the camcorder and just start talking. At least I had the balls to do it, you know. You can give me that, at least. And thank you, of course, thank you again even for watching those crappily made videos, because I did have... This channel is mildly successful, you could say. It's mildly successful. Like compared to... Like if you look at the amount of promotion I've done for this channel in social media until now, and that equals exactly 0. Basically, the quality of the videos I made, they sold themselves. People, obviously, you guys were obviously sharing them and sending them to other people and whatever. So, thank you for that. I did have about 1,000 plus, like 1,500 subscribers or whatever when I partnered up a couple of weeks ago. So I suppose that counts for something. I mean, these days anyone can become a partner. The word partner is a misnomer. It's basically when someone says I'm partner, all they're saying is that I've just monetized all my videos and I haven't got third-party copyright notifications. It's all really that it's needed these days. But anyway, I think the fact that if a channel is a good little niche channel that's got, you know, quite a lot of views and subscribers compared to the low amount of uploads, because I've never at any given moment had more than 60 videos uploaded. So getting like 900,000 views and 1,000 subscribers from 60 videos only within 4 years, that's pretty good. You know, it looks good to the AdSense people, the companies that put the ads in the vids when you become a partner. I mean, that's how we make the money when you're a partner, in case you didn't know. And if you didn't know, and you know now, because someone on Facebook was saying, wow, I didn't know you can make money on Facebook. That's great. When I told them I made partner, this woman, friend of mine, which we're very close to, she was surprised, she was happy for me. And you guys, anyone doesn't know, I thought everyone knew, you see. You think when you know something, you think everyone else knows it too. I thought everyone knows that you can be a YouTube partner. So I discovered now that everyone doesn't know. So if any of you have your own channels and you don't know, do it, guys. Do it. All you need to do is monetize your videos. Press that little money. There's a little button next to your videos. It's got the money, the dollar symbol. And if that does not come up at all, you're like, I haven't got that thing next to my videos. I think what you're going to do is you have to first enable your account for monetization, and then that little button, that little option will come next to your videos, and you click on it, and you go and monetize. And it goes into the edit section where edit video, and you click under there's the monetize option, so you click that and you press save, and then it's all monetized. Unless if you haven't got if you haven't got music, it's usually music that does you in. Like I had another video, the Moon Matrix, which is a recent re-upload again of an old video.